Howdy folks, Dr. Ed here with Total Body Healthcare, and I've got your Whiteboard Wednesday thought of the week. You know, if you followed Whiteboard Wednesday for any given period of time, you notice that I tend to circle back to a lot of the same topics over and over, because those topics, those are the basics that lay the foundation for our health. And I believe personally that if you're not doing those basics, there's no reason to get any more complicated than that. We've got to start with the basics. So I'd like to circle back to one of them this month for the month of July, which is the nutrition basic. What we eat. And I want us to look at what we eat this month is kind of on the topic of food being our fuel. And help it. I think this tip will help you today if you pay attention to it. If you drive a vehicle that runs on regular gasoline and you put diesel gasoline in it, what would happen? Or if you drive a diesel vehicle and you put regular gas, it's the same thing. That vehicle would break down. It's not going to run. Well, we are putting the wrong fuel in our bodies, and our bodies are breaking down. Look at the health of folks in your life. Are they breaking down? Yeah, they pretty much are. And it's because of the fuel, the food that we are putting into them. So if we want to change that, we've got to change the fuel, the food that we're putting into our bodies. When I discuss nutrition changes with patients, this is probably where I get the most pushback, and I think it's because we attach emotions to our food. You know, whether it's the smell of fresh baked rolls makes you think of Grandma's kitchen on Thanksgiving, or it's somebody who says, man, I love lasagna. We attach emotions to our food, and that's where I think some of the difficulty is in making those changes, is because those emotions. So if we think about it factually, maybe we can break away from some of those emotions. And one of the tip that I'd like to give you today is thinking about our food as our fuel, what we put in there. So making those changes can be a little bit difficult. It can be hard, but here's the deal. Ask somebody who has type 2 diabetes or heart disease or cancer if that's hard, because those conditions came from the fuel that they put in their bodies years ago. When you put diesel in a regular car, it's going to break down immediately. Our bodies don't quite do that. They're quite resilient, but over time they will break down, and that breakdown looks like the healthcare conditions that are in our society today. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer. All of these are diet related, what you were putting in there. So choosing those conditions is hard. Ask somebody who has those. Choosing to put in the right fuel in your body now is hard as well. But here's the deal. You get to choose your hard. Which one do you want to choose? I know what I'm trying to do. I hope that I can encourage you to begin to make a little bit better choices about your fuel, because your food is your fuel. Try saying that 3 times fast. I'm Dr. Ed with Total Body Healthcare. There's your Whiteboard Wednesday thought of the week.